Off Molly.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the No Scrubs Allowed podcast. We don't know if it recorded that first part. I don't think it does. But if not, we
We're
got a
just
fun little
singing.
intro. But anyways, Seal, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great, bro. Just celebrating that beautiful victory that happened last night now.
Yeah, we wanted to kind of record before the finals started and do a finals thing, but we record on Tuesdays, so whatever. And I wasn't gonna do it during the thing, so during the game. But we got a couple things we can talk about before we jump to the podcast. Before we jump to the game, I have set up on the other side my little UCF thing there. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm starting to get my background slowly put in. I think I'm finally where I'm going to be. I'm going to get it zoomed out and blah, 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 and be able to get more wall stuff. But I think the location is set so I can start doing some stuff, which is really cool here in the new place.
Yeah, I'm need to get a little L desk for in there. And looking into like a little thing, like another one of those, but just the stand part so I can do the webcam away from being onto the laptop. Like it's on the laptop right now. So
Mine is
that's
too.
that
That's why it's so
B
close.
for me. And once that happens, the roof is the ceiling, bro.
Do you hear the cat?
Yeah.
She wanted me to close the door, and I was like, he's going to want to come in. But all right, whatever.
Well, then. And then it's going to be like, I want her.
Yeah, he just goes in and out and in and out. All right. So anyways, we have a little bit of stuff to talk about. And first off, I think we were able to talk about the girl not making it into the Olympics because of the weed or whatever. Or did we talk about it on the podcast?
No, I think that was just an Xbox.
Okay, yeah. So we all saw that
Sha'Carri
Richardson wasn't able to run in her 100 meters because of the weed suspension ban thing that was 3 days, you said? 30 days?
30 days.
But now she has also gotten left off of the relay team, so she doesn't get to go to the Olympics at all. And without getting political, because I mean, I really don't care about weed. I don't think either one of us really do. It's not a performance enhancer, but also I agree that if the rules are in place, you got to follow the rules.
For sure.
But just from a step back, like, what does it mean to not have her in the Olympics? I mean, she was
a lot
entertainment, like at its finest.
It means a lot. Nobody really knows anybody else outside of her too much. Yeah, I'm lying, but it means a lot just for that hype factor. Now it's just going to be the best person wins. You're not going to have that flash. You're not going to have that show. You're not going to have the 20-year-old out there doing work.
Right.
So
yeah, no, I'm pretty sad. I watched all of her trials, all of her.
She was the storyline
stuff. Yeah.
She was writing. She was like NBC was writing her coattails.
Yeah, and she was living in it, man. She had the colored hair. She had the really long nails. She was very eccentric. She was fun. She's cocky, but to a good degree where she knows she's the best and she wants to pull for it. So I think I'm going to let him in. So, I mean, she's going to be here in 4 years and we'll be ready for then. But it's still hopefully UCF's. No, it's USA's to lose. Because we were probably going to win gold, silver, and bronze. So now it's just going to be gold and silver probably. But it still sucks because that's the fastest race in sports. We love it. We love the 100, and she's not going to be there to watch.
Yeah, for sure. And I just hope for the day that the Olympics with this, like they do so many times, well, not so many times, but quite often with some things, is really leave the particulars up to the countries on if they want to allow it and stuff like that. But with it being just, I mean, it's not just America. So that's one of the things that I hope that this will get them to start talking about with these athletes and stuff, that like marijuana. I mean, it's like that in a lot of countries too, but there's also these countries that have dictators and stuff like that, but have Olympics representation in those countries, that hopefully one day marijuana will be part of the whole. We'll leave it up to the countries. If they want to allow that, cool. It doesn't physically enhance you. And I know a lot of countries will be like, these stupid Americans, you want to be smoking the weed while you play the game. Good luck. And then who was it? Who was it? It was, what's his name? I think he's on NFL Network or something. Dang it. Man. But anyways, he said, like, yeah, one thing, like, if you want to be smoking weed and running in a straight line. That's fine, but you can't smoke weed and throw a javelin. Where do you draw the line? That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's not even a talking point that they just tried to turn into a talking point. So I didn't even see that, but that's kind of annoying.
It was a tweet from like a known NFL analyst, I think.
It wasn't some Kendrick Perkins tweet, was it?
No, dang it. I forget his name.
I can't stand his tweets.
It was like Pasco or something. Pasco? Somebody Pasco?
I don't know. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But the Olympics are right around the corner. We only got a couple more recordings before they start, and I am so excited. I'm so excited. But we're gonna shift gears. We've talked a little about the Olympics already, and we don't have anything more to say until they show up. But what is happening this weekend that we can talk about before we get to the basketball is Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, number 3, or no, that's next weekend, isn't it? 17th. Oh, it is this weekend.
It's the 10th.
All right, cool. So that's happening this weekend, and Dana White has now come out and said that if Conor wins his next 2 fights, which would be Poirier, and then the winner gets to face Oliveira for the title, he would be one of the greatest of all time. I think he's already one of the greatest of all time. But first of all, do you think it's good for the president of the UFC to be hyping up one guy kind of like that? Like, it's kind of annoying.
It's annoying that's been going on for 8 years now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think Conor, he's one of the greatest right now, but he needs to stop because I feel like he's going to get his ass beat again. And if he tries to come back, he's not going to get Dustin Poirier. He's going to get another up and coming person to try to take him out because they're going to both be contenders for the contender and all that
Right.
shit. And he's probably going to get his ass beat again, and he's going to get Tyron Woodley, except he had bigger span than that. But he's going to get 0-3, then leave us alone, bro. You're good. Just do promos and stuff like that.
If he gets his ass beat by Poirier again, then he's next up on Jake Paul's list, probably. I don't think they'll. I mean, I guess they have him contracted for 2 fights regardless, but I don't think they'll let him do anything else. He's done. He's only won 1 fight in 4 years. He's not the guy he was back. And even that fight was against Donald Cerrone, which Cerrone's great, but he's older, and that was a shoulder to the nose, weird fight. But I think he's done. So if he beats Poirier, then sure, let's do it. Let's start the talk then, but let's not start the talk now. He's probably done, and I think he should go fight Jake Paul, and see if he can box again.
That'd be badass.
I'm excited for the fight, though. I think Dustin.
We know Conor can box.
Yeah, I think Dustin's overlooked once again, even though he just beat him 6 months ago. He's overlooked once again. So, as an Irishman, I always like Conor, but
Poirier keeps going on up and up and up every single fight. This one's going to be really fucking exciting.
I know. I've went against Conor a lot of times, and I've won every time that I've gone against him, even though I'm a big fan of his. Marketing only gets you so far. Once you stop winning, you gotta go back to the drawing board. You start winning again. But are you going to be watching on Saturday? Or are you working?
Oh yeah, I will. Closing down the bar, so I'll probably be out of there by 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Nice.
Yeah. So tonight, Florida is getting so weird with this COVID stuff. Not with COVID in general, but just this is the first hurricane season after we've beat COVID. So now people are like, shit, oh man, now it's hurricane season. Like we thought we were about to open up. And so they're starting to over prepare in their head already. And they're like, go, it's a hurricane. Like, dude, calm down, guys. So we were absolutely dead today because of this hurricane landing on the Gulf Coast side of us and all the bands that we didn't get. It rained hard as hell this morning and a little bit in the noonish time. But after that, it was just overcast and stuff like we're used to with what hurricanes are supposed to be.
Right.
But I was the only one on and a bartender, and I was still out of there by like 9:30. So
jeez.
Hopefully with all this shitty weather, I'll be out of there early enough to be able to watch the whole pay-per-view part.
I'm sure you will. I don't even know what the other fights on the card are. I've not been paying attention. I've been so busy with this new place and with trying to get everything in. I think we've literally had like 12 maintenance requests in a week and a half.
That sucks.
Tomorrow will be 2 weeks.
That sucks.
But it's just one of those things when you first move in, you want to get everything right, perfect. So
Yeah.
they've come back for our AC 4 times, but they got one. They got it fixed finally. So
That's
that's good.
cool. So yeah, we had a whole new AC put in, but this one's way worse than the old one that was broken. It just stays hot in here.
Oh my gosh, ours was working, but it was gurgling the sink because they have it like to where the condensation
The
line just goes
drainage,
down the
yeah.
sink. And they eventually were like, "Let's just bring you a new pump." And I was like, "Thank you, like, get
Yeah,
it right."
ours is all freaking redneck rigged. It's
Nice.
awesome. He's like,
Hey, if
hey,
it works,
Raymond's
whatever.
gonna be there. Raymond and his crew. It's 2 guys, about 24, 25 years old.
No, we got good maintenance, but they always try to do the cheapest route first instead of just fixing it right the very first time. So they went through a couple of cheap options, and then they were like, "All right, let's get you the pump." But I will start watching sports a little bit more now that all that's settled in. Got our stuff. You'll have to come out and visit. We got it all set up. We got the second bedroom right here, ready to go.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, so I'll be watching. I hope it's going to be good. We'll talk about it next week. But let's talk about basketball, because basketball is what we want to talk about. Basketball is what's going on, and the finals are here. Giannis came
I'm
back.
sad right now, dude.
And why is that?
I just thought real quick. So we're in July now. We have finals going on still. And this is the last month without football. Things are going to be revving up right whenever we're out of the finals. We're getting ready for football. That happened last year with COVID. It's done after this year, man. We're going back to normalcy. We're going to have a whole month of just twiddling our fingers, finding something to fucking talk about, hoping Rachel Nichols tries to.
No, we got
defend her
Olympics
throne
this year. It's an Olympic year at least.
Oh yeah, this is true.
Yeah, that'll help.
But still, after this year, it's back to normalcy. We're gonna have that whole month of July and August, just like, hey, football's coming. Football's kind of here.
Yeah, baseball is doing nothing.
3 games of preseason. Yeah. Damn, I just kind of got sad a little bit. I'm loving this. I'm gonna stay grateful for it.
Nice. Yeah. So Giannis came back. He decided to play, which was a shock to me, and he played pretty well. He had like 17 rebounds, 19 points. He was hitting free throws okay. I made a joke to you that it looked like he was using because he was dribbling with the count from our fans, and he was shooting a little faster. And I mean, he still only made like 50%, but he looked like he was a little more comfortable. So I was kind of like, what? Let's not do that. But he played well. Chris Middleton played well. DeAndre Ayton played well. Chris Paul played well, and Devin Booker played well. So literally all 5 superstars that are out there, if you want to call Chris Middleton a superstar, played really well. And we came out on top. And other than one little run in the fourth quarter, it didn't even look like it was in question. And I wasn't even worried when they brought it down to 9 or whatever they did, 7, I guess. What did you think of this game? Obviously, we know what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't get to see much of the first half at all because I was at work. But what I did see, it just seemed like all these just weird fouls went towards the Suns, and it was just crazy. But I do want to shout out Monty real quick. Every time any Bucks player tried to drive into the lane, they got an elbow. They got chicken winged. They were getting bumped. It wasn't getting called, and they were letting them know, you don't keep trying to do this. Chris Middleton was getting shut down, and Giannis was just getting roughed up, and he actually had to start using what he was doing back in the day with all he had was his link trying to get around and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a great game. Come here.
Yeah. Jeff Van Gundy there was actually saying, like, at least seems like they're letting them play a little more this game than they have been in the past couple rounds. And that is exciting. Obviously, as a Suns fan, I like when the calls go my way, but ultimately as a basketball fan, I just want to watch the sport. I want to watch guys play. And they were letting them play there for a little bit. Chris Paul was not getting his usual stick your butt into the guy and throw up a ball fouls either. Devin Booker got called for the Kobe kick.
After that dumb tech, which
the flagrant on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, the flagrant. Yeah, after the dumb flagrant with the landing, like Chris Paul definitely came up. I mean, Brook came up too. Are these kids crazy?
Is that outside?
No, that's them.
Uh-huh.
Y'all want to turn that down? Thank you. I can't even have my own studio anymore. Gosh.
That's
Holy
the joys
cow.
of working from home.
Yeah, but after that flagrant, they kind of calmed it down. That was, I didn't like that call. They just should have called the regular, just the foul, the and one. They both kind of met each other in the middle. They were both in the wrong. You can't put it towards one person, but that was really a focus point on the league
Right.
the last couple of years since the Kawhi injury. So yeah, I mean, I guess you have, but they got to start calling that more. And I feel like they should definitely start calling that Kobe kick more too.
Yeah.
If they're going to call it in the fucking finals the first time,
Right.
the whole postseason, they should probably start calling that more.
And I'm glad they called it. I mean, obviously, I wish those points would have counted, but I'd rather them call that shot than not, or that foul than not call it, because it's a stupid play. Booker could have just made the shot like normal. He doesn't need the Kobe kick. But the only question, we were gonna obviously come into this thing saying who do we think is gonna win, and we both think the Suns are gonna win because we've been talking about it for the entire time. So now the only questions are who could be the Finals MVP, and all three people really put up a big fight. Vegas had Chris Paul as the favorite coming into the game, and he did everything to just strengthen that. But I mean, Chris Paul had, let me pull these guys up. Chris Paul had his great game where he had 32 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds. The first person since Tim Duncan after the age of 36 or whatever he is to get 30 points, which is awesome. DeAndre Ayton had 22 points and 19 rebounds. The first person to have 15 and 15 since Tim Duncan in the finals. And then Devin Booker what's that?
And 15, 15, and over 70% is the first since Lou Alcindor.
Yeah, since pre-Kareem.
Yeah. I love how they even said the great Lou Alcindor.
Yeah, right.
They didn't just say Kareem.
Devin Booker had 27 points and 6 assists, despite shooting 1 for 8 from 3, 8 of 21. So numbers-wise, he looked good. If he starts shooting better, he's going to drop a couple 40-point games this finals. How do you see the Finals MVP shaping up so far? I mean, obviously it's been one game, but all three of these guys really balled out.
Yeah, if it shapes out and Ayton's able to pick up all these records and stay above 70%, it's going to have to go to him, right? I mean, I kind of feel like it has to. If he
it's
does
one of those. Chris Paul is with the legacy guy that would have to get. He's like the Tom Brady, Sidney Crosby. So I feel like Ayton would have to, like you said, records, like really be smashing records down.
Which he's doing.
He is right now.
Which he's doing. So I feel like it would have to go to him. But the fact of Chris Paul's legacy, and it's his first finals, he got them here. And Monty admits during the game interviews that he just kind of stays to the side and lets him conduct. He doesn't want to feed him too much, doesn't want him thinking too much. He just wants him to orchestrate the offense. Right. And that's the fucking team MVP. That's the game MVP every single game. So he has to, if any other team, Seth Curry got shied out because of great play from somebody else, no matter how many points and whatever you're able to put up. And even though Chris Paul didn't get a single basket in the first quarter, he came out and dominated the rest of the game. And whatever Ayton was able to do, that's Chris Paul, bro. And he's the reason that you were able to get a good 6 of those baskets. And he puts you in position on defense where you're going to be able to get those. Like Chris Paul barks at that motherfucker more than anybody else in the world.
Yeah, Paul would have to go.
He has so much trust in Ayton. It's amazing to see.
Right. Yeah, Paul would have to go like 0 for 12 with 10 turnovers in a game to lose out on the Finals MVP. In my
Not
opinion.
even 10 turnovers. You'd have to go less than 20 points with about 10 assists in 2 games. And Ayton would have to stay at the 15, 70% plus to be able to shape him up. But yeah, I mean, Book's just kind of riding it right now, right? He doesn't care. He was trying to find his game with the 3, but he realized he didn't really have it too much, so he was picking his spots, getting to the line. Yeah. So I mean, he's trying to get that chip. He don't give a fuck about being the MVP. He just wants to be legendary.
But if he has one of those games where Chris Paul is doing the less than 20 points and Ayton's not doing his thing, he could drop 50 in a blink of an eye
and he'd go 15 for 21, but he'd be going 0 of 4 from 3 and be like, all right, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like he did last series.
So he could easily pull it back in, but I agree. I think right now it's Paul, but yeah, Ayton is a dark horse if you're trying to bet. If he's dropping 2020s, if he averages 2020 for the entire playoffs, I feel like that'd be the first time since anyone, unless Shaq did it during 2001, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's just Booker. He's He's not worried about it. He's not going to be in the runnings of it because he's just that guy that picks up them points. He's not orchestrating shit, and he's not getting almost 20 boards a game.
Well, let's talk about the guy that's not going to be in the running for it ever. But
Jay Crowder's bum ass getting one fucking free
No, that's
throw in
not-
and not getting
that's not what I
100%
meant.
for a fucking team, little bum.
I meant the
Oh, okay,
opposite
sorry.
way. The guy that's not going to be in the conversation just because that's just not his role. But I've talked about him on the podcast time and time again, so I'm going to bring him up again. Mikal Bridges, this man is getting paid in the offseason. He is doing it all. He's scoring. And I know his stats only say like 1 steal, 1 block, but he's getting these tip passes. He's guarding Chris Middleton. And I know Middleton dropped 29 or whatever he did, but Mikal Bridges is always on the floor. If you just want to look down and say, wow, good play just happened, and see the bodies that are around that good play, it's always Bridges. He's in the right spot. He's cutting. He's doing it all. And I'm so impressed by him. And I'm scared that he's going to get paid and move on in the offseason. But
I think Monty is too. That's why he's playing Torrey Craig so much.
Torrey Craig did not show up.
Hell
either.
no. But he took minutes away from fucking McGill, so hey, that works. Speaking of the other Bridges I bring up all the time, did you see how he wants his $40 back from the NCAA from the dinner he?
$40. Oh yeah, when he went out,
That's
the
amazing.
boosters bought him dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I've been seeing. What do you think on Reggie Bush getting his Heisman back? By the way, you pro Reggie getting his Heisman?
Very much so. And I'm definitely pro. I really, I know this is out of fucking left field, but destroying De La Hoya.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
UCF needs to pay his way to a fucking. If he wants a degree, UCF should say we fucked up. I know you're not going to be eligible to play in the NCAA, but here's a scholarship.
UCF didn't fuck up.
They told. I mean, no, they didn't. But
It's
I
the
mean,
NCAA.
yeah, this is true. But they should extend a scholarship for him to come for free to get a degree because I mean that's what he was really cheated out of the most. I know his dream was always to be able to do YouTube and play football, but he was definitely like ultimately cheated out of an education. So I mean that'd be awesome if they came through and did that. Just something at home that I thought of outright. Cool. But yeah, if Reggie Bush doesn't get his Heisman back by the end of the football season, like if they don't plan something for him,
at like the Pac-12 championship or something,
just even the awards ceremony. I mean, if USC wants to come together and fucking buy a fake ass fucking Heisman trophy,
they should at least do that. Yeah,
that'd be amazing to pretty much say, hey, the NCAA. I mean, they fucked us then and fuck them now, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be great, but no, the NCAA as a whole needs to come together and realize that they really are shunning one of the best talents that ever was produced out of the NCAA in any sport whatsoever, if not the most exciting and would have been the most lucrative.
Yeah.
Like, yo, the millions and millions, he would have been able to own companies, bro.
Right.
Straight companies. Been a billionaire by the time he was 30, solely off of his college career.
He's still in the Heisman house, so ESPN likes him.
Oh yeah, I mean, can't take that away. Nissan ain't gonna take that away from him. Hell no.
Yeah, I guess it's Nissan,
but yeah, no, they definitely if they don't, and they need to do something special for him. They need to realize like it wasn't a mistake on their part, like you're saying with De La Hoya, but they need to realize that shouldn't have taken away the Heisman. Yeah. He wasn't doping. He wasn't doing anything to make him better on
his
the field.
On the field product was pure. Yeah,
exactly. Sure. So he deserved that Heisman. He needs that Heisman. It's his.
And everyone said that when they took the Heisman away in the first place. They had those same arguments, and
Vince doesn't like looking at it. He's admitted that too.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind having it, but he doesn't like looking at it.
He's gonna ask him to make a duplicate whenever they do decide to give him.
Oh, they will. That'll be like that Olympic figure skating bullshit that happened. Yeah. We'll have 2 golds.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, back to basketball. So we're of course super happy because the Suns won. Silas jumped on the bandwagon. He's not going to lose his Cavs thing, but he is on the bandwagon for this year.
It's for you, dog. Like it's not a bandwagon.
Well, it is. It is the bandwagon, though.
Well, it is right now a bandwagon.
You're not
I'm an LAFC fan because of you, but I mean, I'll root for the Suns for you.
I'm on the bandwagon. That doesn't make me a bandwagon fan. I'm just up at the front where the normal people sit, not back in the back for the people that duck out. But no, we're both happy.
I feel you, bro.
But when we move forward here, adjustments will be made. Coach Bud has proven Coach Bud has proven that he can make adjustments. Monty, of course, has proven that as well with every third quarter just dominating everybody else. So what do you see moving forward from him? I mean, or from these teams? Giannis looks like he's back. We'll know tomorrow how he feels, but what do we do from here?
Yeah, Giannis looks like he's back. Chris Middleton did his thing. Drew tried to do his thing. It seemed like later on in the game they really tried to get their no names in, their
Connaughton
Connaughton's.
looked pretty good.
Yeah,
in
he
the
did
little bit
later.
that he was
Yeah,
playing.
in the second half. What's the other dude's name? Number 7.
Bryn
Shit.
Forbes.
Yeah, Forbes. I made a note to try to remember his name, but I didn't. But them two guys, they really started trying to get them into the game later on when they were down 15, 17, and got on that run to go down to 7? And
Right.
and really brought it back with them guys. So I feel like that's something they need to do. Kind of realize the defense that the Suns play. They don't give a shit about Giannis. They don't care
Right.
about Chris. They're really playing team defense. And I really like how they were playing Giannis. A lot of people try to face guard him, calling it space guarding him. How they have a guy kind of right there, but then they have the other guy ready to build that wall at any time. They're not just flashing right to the wall immediately. Right whenever they see him take that step, all right, bet we got 2 guys ready to shade in. And I really like that style of defense they were playing. And later on in the game where they kind of started going off, they started face guarding them with Crowder a little bit, and which I want to see Cam. Like, I texted you when I finally got. I was like, "Is Cam still sick? Like, what's going on?" No, he's playing solid, bro. Oh, okay. Just want to make sure he wasn't sick. I see Jay scrub ass on him right now.
And after this, I mean, Cam might start next game. Yeah, but I think to talk about the Bucks and to be not happy, but try to strategize with the Bucks. Like you said, when they went small, when they put Giannis in at center, it really looked better to me. Obviously, he's a good player. He's a back-to-back MVP. He's all this stuff, but teams know what to do if he has the ball and he's driving with the ball. So put him down in the low block, have him setting screens, cutting, getting offensive rebounds. He was able to get offensive rebounds over Jay Crowder every time when he was the center. So do stuff like that and get Bryn Forbes out there, get Connaughton. And sucks.
Sorry.
Well, it sucks for Brook Lopez because Brook Lopez went back to his Brooklyn Nets days where he can play offense and he can't play defense. And we don't know what it is. I think he's made an all defensive team before. I don't know why sometimes he can't play defense, but he's back there. He had like 19 points. He was killing them on offense, but he was trying to switch onto Paul and Booker and it was game over from the start. So they might not be able to play him too much more.
Yeah, and ain't able to body him. I think he's just not used to too many people being his size on the court anymore in today's NBA. I mean, even when he does have to face up against Boogie, it's for 6-7 minutes. And that's probably the most relevant to the style of Ayton. But Boogie's a bully and he likes to body. But Ayton will bully and body you too. I mean, he's got about 30 pounds less than Boogie, but he'll do the same thing. So I think he gets kind of intimidated when he sees somebody his size and he sees their armpits in his face like he does to everybody else.
Right.
So he's kind of scared of that and just kind of buckles down and mentally is fucked at that point in time. But, dude, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this series. Budenholzer's definitely going to make some adjustments. Chris Middleton's definitely not going to shy away too much in this next game. I think we're going to see a lot more of Batman if you were Chuck. But and then Giannis, it's going to be another day's rest for him to get that knee going. His knee didn't seem like it was bothering him too much, but also at the same time, he only put up 16 shots.
Right. And we know it's the day after that's the one that matters the most. So we'll see.
Yeah. So we'll see if he's able to come back and get his hyper ice on there. Dude, that would be amazing. If we were able to get I would like, dude, I already got your products. If you could send fucking one of each to this guy over here. Maybe just a knee and a back fucking Venom for this guy over here. Ice thing. But that would be, dude, I believe in their products. But no, if he's able to get that thing going and healed up, it didn't seem like it was too much of an issue, but he also made sure it wasn't going to be an issue with the game that he was playing. And he didn't try to push it until the end of the game when it was too far gone at that point in time anyways. And him and Drew brought that bitch back.
Yeah.
It was a fun game there in the second half to watch. And I feel like that was more Chris Paul was doing something that was probably a little stressful there in the first half as an actual Suns fan, with it being so close. But it's a fun series. It's not going to be boring. I feel like the NBA is going to be happy with it. The people who are just NBA fans and fans of the game are going to be really excited for it too.
Yeah, hopefully fans are watching. I mean, we know we've joked about it with the small market teams being there, and it is true to an extent, but people that like to watch the NBA finals, they want to watch good basketball, and I think these are two of the better basketball teams. Would it have been better if the Nets were there fully healthy? Probably, or at least would have been better basketball, but it wouldn't be as exciting because they would have just swept whoever. But would it have been more fun with LeBron and AD throwing alleys and stuff? No. Um, but this is good
I
basketball.
mean,
These
it's
guys are
it's
good.
it's great basketball.
So,
Chris Paul throwing alleys to
yeah, exactly.
DeAndre and almost getting him off over Giannis. Giannis
We,
going up and blocking DeAndre.
I think the
This is
Suns were
great
the most fun
basketball.
team in the West. You can say Donovan Mitchell was a more fun player to watch, probably, but as a team, I think the Suns were the
I
most
guarantee
fun to
you right
watch.
now, after this game, the NBA front office isn't sitting there saying, "Fuck, I wish the Lakers were here." They're sitting there
Oh yeah,
saying,
for sure.
"Yo, could you imagine the Suns team against the Nets right now? That'd be
Yeah,
fucking money."
that would be ridiculous, and I don't even want to think about it. But
Well, we
um,
don't have to.
yeah, we
But
don't
the
have to.
NBA office is definitely like, shit, we missed out on the East. They're definitely not thinking anything less of the Suns right now. They're like, all right,
Yeah.
we got our West team.
They're going to try to get Harden traded in the offseason since his team has no chance of ever making the finals in his entire life because he sucks. But yeah, so let's talk about moving forward. We are going to make our predictions. I think we both have the Suns. How many games do you think this series is going to take? I forgot to do my little voting thing. That sucks.
That
On
really does suck.
ESPN.
I don't
I
ever
was in
do
like
that
the
shit.
top 99 percentile. I wonder
That
if I can still
sucks.
vote for it.
But
7 percentile.
I feel like the Bucks are gonna be able to take a game when they're at home.
Okay.
I think the Suns are gonna be able to steal a game.
Oh, it's locked. God damn it. I was
That's fucked.
destroying it.
So I mean, I can't sit there and be the infamous guy who went from 230 followers to over 25,000 in a night by beating two guys' asses and holding onto a fake chain and saying Suns in 4. I got to put up all of them. Suns in 5. Oh, I hate showing my fucking teardrops. Suns
Man,
in
that
5.
sucks.
Suns in 5.
I think it sucks because I really want it to be Suns in 5. I want to win in Phoenix, but I think it's going to be Suns in 6. I think the Bucks will figure out how to get both at home, and then we'll snap in, win Game 5, and then just put it away on the road. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But who do you have as your Finals MVP?
It's got to be Chris, dude. You got to root for Chris. I mean, if
I root for
Aiden's able,
Booker, but
if Aiden's able to continue the thing, because we know that the Bucks can cause problems to point guards.
mhm.
Drew's
Drew's a great defensive player. I don't know what he's
and
doing.
Connaughton's able to come in and disrupt as well. So you got to think that Chris Paul could get disrupted 1 or 2 games. Aiden's show tonight, nobody on that fucking Bucks team is going to be able to mess with him and getting at least 15 boards a game. And he's shooting pure right now from the free throw line as well. Like, he's going to get his buckets, he's going to get his points, and he's going to stay over 70% and get that record. But it's got to be Chris Paul, dude. You got to root for Chris.
I want it to be Booker. I think it's going to be Paul. If I was putting my money in Vegas, I'd put it on Paul. But I'm just so upset that I did not put my money on Phoenix. I was there for the Super Bowl. I looked at the odds. Phoenix had really good odds. We were like 12-1. And I thought about it, and I just didn't pull the trigger. I should have, with my Super Bowl winnings, gone and just put them all on the Suns, double down.
I remember you saying that. I asked you, I was like, bro, will you please put money down on the Cavs at least making the postseason? You're like, yeah, I got you. I got to put down on the Suns making the finals.
But the line was so long of people trying to turn in their stupid Super Bowl tickets that
I know.
I didn't do it.
But I know. I had a list. I was like, give me the Cavs, give me Gronk scoring a touchdown.
I should have done it, man.
Long. The line's long.
That line
10 minutes later, Gronk touchdown. I'm like, fuck, what were the odds? You don't want to know.
That line was so long.
They were fucking, what was it, 1,800? 1,800
something like that.
Or some shit. I was like, God damn it, $10 would have won me $180. God damn it.
Yeah, that line was long as fuck though. And so you could have probably flown out to Vegas and gotten in line with me before I got to the front of the thing. But what else do we have to talk about? I mean, it's been a short podcast, but there's not much going on other than the dog days of baseball.
Yeah, I did the timer this time. if we had a full staff, I'd be able to get off to go see the Dodgers in Miami. I didn't even know that was coming until I saw the Facebook ad just now.
And we lost last game. Did we finish it up? It was in extras today, but we lost yesterday, and we were in extras today. Which sucks.
Yeah, let me see what's going on with the Angels. We were down 4-1. Now it's 5-3. Top
Angels?
of the ninth.
Oh, Red Sox are playing the Angels.
Yeah, we've had some late games going on.
Yeah, so the Dodgers have lost both. So we went on a 9-game win streak, I think it was, to tie the Giants, and now we've lost 2 to freaking Miami. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
But we're still going to be there in the end.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy as fuck. Kike's going off. Still, it's awesome. I'm loving it right now. I thought after that 18, I mean, I admitted it after we got rid of Mookie. We chose JD over Mookie. I was like, fuck. We're fucked, dude. Like,
if I ever jump on your Red Sox bandwagon, like if for whatever reason we have to play the wild card game, we lose to the Padres or something, I would buy a Kike jersey or a Kike hat. Probably I wouldn't pay money for a jersey, but a Kike hat or something.
I mean, you can get Verdugo too, bro. He was there for y'all for a couple years. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm liking it right now. I didn't expect it. I don't think a Red Sox fan did expect what's going on right now because of all of our pitchers right now, besides Eovaldi, are who? Like, it's crazy. And we might get Chris Sale back for the postseason. Right. He's throwing fucking hard as shit at Fenway right now. So hopefully we wait until we get to the postseason and kind of ease them in and see what we're able to do because the Astros are going the fuck off right now. We're going to have to end up seeing them in the postseason. So hopefully, if we're able to get through the Astros, and if we get through them, and then we're in the AL pennant race, then we'll bring them in. Or if even then the World Series, then we bring them in. Let's make sure we get through the Astros before we waste that elbow anymore.
Well, one thing we can talk about with the elbows and with great pitchers and stuff, they're cracking down on the ball. We talked about that last week. Garrett Cole is a shit pitcher now. Do you think that goes together, or is that just the Yankees just aren't that good?
Dude, we all knew during his fucking post-game conference when they brought up the sticky stuff and he just kind of hit what I've been hitting lately. I can't find words for stuff, and I'm just like, they're like, yo, President Joe, are you good? Yeah, Merry Christmas. They're like, bro, it's the 4th of July. I'm like, shit. Yeah, no, that's definitely has something to do with it. A lot of pitchers are pissed off at him right now because they're not able to use whatever it could. Bro, just imagine if they were able to figure out a brand of like a gelatin lubricant for people to put on like some weird molding or something that gets thicker as it heats up in fucking light. Right. And they're just using something like that. Like nobody would have ever fucking known until that post-game conference whenever they start talking and all these reporters are just throwing shit out of left field and somebody that they know on the inside probably spilled some beans.
Gave them a little bit of a tip. Yeah.
And here we are. And today, but I mean, it sucks for the pitchers, but still at the same time, you are still throwing gas. We're still seeing it's not 97, 98 mile an hour sinkers, but you're still throwing fucking gas. Your cutters are still over 87, which we never saw before 2010. Like, this is still ridiculous what these guys are able to do. So what they need to do is hone their fucking craft and go to work and be able to put out the best players that we've ever seen in the league stepping into the batter's box.
We'll see, because Garrett Cole, for those of you that aren't in the know, he had like a 1.7 ERA before they started cracking down, and now he's at 4.42. Since the crackdown. He's 500. He's not doing anything. But one guy that is also pitching amazing that we haven't yet seen, and we're going to see him tonight if you listen to this right when it comes out, Jacob deGrom is coming back. He's going to be pitching. We'll see. I don't think he does anything bad, but we will see if he's able to come out and just continue to dominate. So.
And a lot of what is able to dominate doesn't have to do with a lot of pitching. It's a lot of location.
Yeah, but he's thrown over 100 more than anybody this year. Like, he's doing a lot more stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah. You think it slows down mightily?
No. I think he comes out and throws like 5 straight 100-mile-an-hour pitches just to be like.
See, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, DeGrom, he's not more so like trying to throw these fast breaking balls. He's just throwing it at your fucking throat. Hit it if you can. You're not going to be able to, and if you do, it's going to be a foul ball and I'll sit here for 8 pitches and work your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
He's an old school pitcher with a new school arm, and he's the best in the business right now. And pitchers like that, it's not going to matter.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
those
see.
pitchers who we don't know, and they're able to get off on these fucking sliders and cutters and sinkers
Right.
like nobody ever has before, and
Yeah.
it's because of some fucking sticky stuff.
And that's why Evaldi still looks fine. And he just goes out there and throws. He's that type of pitcher as well.
Yeah. And I like more so we're seeing these off position pitchers coming out in the last couple of weeks. We haven't been seeing that a lot lately.
Dude, did you see that dude come out and throw 94?
The Phillies? No,
Yeah.
no. It wasn't the Phillies player, I don't think. Oh, 94.
Well, yeah.
It clocked at 94,
And then
but it
he
was
started
more
throwing
like
like
70.
40s.
It was more like, did you see his bullpen warm up?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
man needs
He-
a entertainment contract
Right?
now.
Yeah, he
he
does.
knew all that didn't mean shit.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to go and gas out his shoulder.
He was striking
wasn't
people out
going-
though with his 47 mile an hour.
Yeah, because they're not.
Jeez.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
But he wasn't going to go in the bullpen trying to fucking loosen up like these pitchers do. He wasn't going to gas his shoulder. He wasn't going to torque his elbow. He just went out there and had fun. It was fucking that fucking 94. The announcers were like, yeah, no. Nope. It says 94, but that's not right.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was hilarious. But yeah, he threw like 3 straight 47 mile an hour just blob balls.
Bobs.
And
He
dude
stole the
was just
show.
swinging.
And hey, he had
It
it.
was
His whole
amazing.
little let go and
Yeah, it looked good.
ready
Yeah,
to go.
It looked
He had
good.
it. It was just looked like you were watching in high school and you're looking in slow-mo trying to get everybody's techniques down. But
We used to do
Not
that
from
with
out.
Michael Bates would come out and pitch fast, but it was like 60s or whatever. But then Austin Biedenball would come out and throw this like little like knuckleball nothing and strike people out. It was hilarious.
Bates, dude, that motherfucker had a fastball.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. They'd finally start to catch up, and Biedenball would come out there and throw like 40 miles an hour at him. It was hilarious. Bates
That's why
could throw.
Wakefield was great for the Red Sox back in
Yeah,
the day.
exactly. Exactly. So no, I'm excited. I hope DeGrom does well. I mean, obviously I'm a Dodgers fan, but some stories like this are amazing, and I want to see
You're not
him.
worried about the fucking Mets.
Exactly. So I want to see him do this. I'm not worried about Shohei Ohtani and the Angels either. So I want to see these stories
I
happen.
fucking am right now.
Is he pitching tonight?
No.
Oh, okay. Hopefully they don't find something on him because he is.
Yep, final. 3-5 Angels. It's okay. We're still way up.
Is it here? Could I go watch it?
Yeah. But I think that's the end of the series.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Shohei was pitching. God
nice.
darn it.
well, that sucks.
Yep.
All right. So what else we got? Anything fun? I don't think so. I have not been watching the AFL because Gold Coast is sucking again as usual.
Essendon's ass.
Yeah.
But we're close ass still.
Yeah, you guys are like the give you hope and then suck. We're the lose by like 70 goals or
Yeah, I
70
picked the
points.
worst fucking team. I have the stay up for no fucking reason team.
Me too.
All of our games start at fucking 5 a.m. lately.
That's
It's
good.
bullshit.
That'd be 2 a.m. for me, dog.
Hey, but shout out to AL Streams guy.
Yeah, that guy is amazing. Because in America you cannot really watch
Yeah.
Australian football for anything. So AFL dude, oh, I don't want to give out his real name.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I
shit.
said guy. See, if
Uh,
you would have just said dude and kept it going, nobody would have known.
I don't even. It's something else. I mean, it is that, but it has some other stuff. And I don't think he cares because he's in Australia or something. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. It's probably legal out there.
Stupid Americans.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm still excited. It's still fun to watch. I just watch whatever game is on at 10 o'clock p.m. because that's the one that I can watch and then go to bed.
Yeah, but man, I'm really excited for football. We just inked Trevor Lawrence finally.
Ooh,
24
How
guaranteed.
about our boy
bro.
Pitts, dog?
Bro,
Let's shout out Kyle Pitts.
34 in the bank. Day
Guarantee.
1, bro.
Guarantee.
That's absolutely amazing. I think other than being the highest guaranteed money of any tight end ever, didn't even play a fucking, I mean, he's the 4th greatest tight end in the league right now.
Right.
Without playing
Yeah.
it down. He's getting paid as the best tight end in the
Yeah.
league without playing it down right now. And it's amazing. That's got to be the most money the most money rookie contract guaranteed.
I would think so.
Trevor
What
Lawrence,
is Trevor's?
24.
Whew.
He's the guy. He's the
Yeah.
prodigy. He's the next great. He's Andrew Luck without retiring.
Right.
He's John Elway. He's Joe Montana. He's the next guy. And 24. And Pitts is the guy. There's nobody. There's never been a Kyle Pitts before. There's been Travis Kelce's. There's been the Zach Ertz with the Eagles. There's been the Tony Gonzalez basketball players, which brought us the Jimmy Grahams, which brought us the the San Diego Chargers, Antonio Gates. So there's been those guys. There's never been a guy who can beat every single one of them. But Tyreek Hill speed.
Right. No,
there's never been a guy
excited.
like that, and I'm so proud and happy that he's being paid the way he deserves. There's never been a guy like that, and I know running backs right now are so fucking butthurt because them and the tight ends have been going at it for the last couple months of who's more important and who does more work and who deserves more pay. And it seems like the tight ends are getting the paychecks and the running backs are still getting the workload.
Yeah, no, it sucks that he's on Atlanta, but I wish him the best, except for 2 times out of the year.
Don't worry. They're a quarterback and a receiver away from their defense is still good. Yeah. They're an offense. They're an offensive person. I mean, they still got Matt Ryan this year, so who fucking knows?
He might only be able to get it to Pitts. That might be as far as he can throw.
I mean, they still got weapons. Julio's gone, so they don't have to worry about focusing on one person. So who knows with that team? I mean, maybe Pitts is able to put up fucking 15 touchdowns.
Yeah, but as long as 2 times out of the year they lay an egg, I'm good.
So you're not getting a Pitts jersey is what you're saying.
I will not get a Pitts jersey. I love my people, but they got to go outside of my division to get any love.
I thought about getting one, but I love you too much, dog.
They got to be outside of my division to get
I've been saving my final drink, actually. Cheers, bro.
Cheers. I'm out, but...
Oh.
It's a little tiny can, dog. I only brought one.
You could have faked it.
I know, but it's okay.
Here, you want to hit my beer? I got one.
I can hit my water.
Oh, yeah. Here, drink out of the bottle, dog. Shit. Might as well share with the fam.
Just pour one out for you boys.
Yeah, on the computer.
All right. So, anyways, I think that's pretty much all we got. But I know we should have probably just saved the pitch shout out for the end. But
for sure. But I got this, dog.
Yeah.
I want to shout out family. Family with your husband, wives, kids, whatever. Most of all, your family that's usually not related to you. I've talked about it a lot in the last 12 months. A lot of people pass away way too soon. I lost a lot of people in the last year that I shouldn't have, that should still be here. Somebody that wasn't really close to me, that was close with every friend I have that lives down here. This guy, Bryce Gold, he had 18 days where he was unresponsive and in a coma and ended up losing the fight on 4th of July. A lot of his friends are saying, duh, of course your ass would go out with a bang. And so just shout out to family. Keep them close, hold them tight. You never know when the time comes. We see more so now today that the average age is the longest that it's ever been, that we're losing so many people that are significant to us at such a short age, at such a young age. Yeah. And we're not able to see them anymore. And we're just wishing we had done more, said more. Don't live that life. Don't be like that. Always worry about your family. Doesn't have to be blood. It could be somebody that you've known for 20 years and you only reach out to them every couple months. Make that couple months, a couple weeks. Really check in with your family, man. You don't know how long you have. Life isn't guaranteed. It's granted. Just always love your friends, love your family. Let everybody know that you love them and be a stud and not a scrub.